Hey, welcome to this video. You arrived here. You're probably searching for a review of Healthy You Vending, so I'll go over how it works and give you my 2 cents, whether I think it's a good use of your time. And if you like my free training on the number one simplest, fastest way to earn a full-time income from home, you can click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I can send you my free training if you want. Healthy You Vending. Let's dive in. So what it is basically, it's a vending machine business opportunity where you'd have multiple vending machines that you'd own in different locations, maybe a car dealership, office buildings, manufacturing plants, a fitness center. And like a lot of these companies, you kind of have to take what they say with a grain of salt, on their page. They're obviously trying to sell you. They all say they're the best. No one does what they do. Their training is unsurpassed. Now, they are a real company. They're based in Utah, and they've been around since 1999, which is always a good sign. They withstood the test of time. Fairly solid reputation in the industry with an A+ star rating on the Better Business Bureau, and they are accredited on the Better Business Bureau as well. And you wouldn't be running a franchise like a lot of people think. You would actually be an independent business owner, which means you wouldn't have to pay any royalties or any ongoing fees to them. You would simply pay a one-time upfront cost investment, and you can set these vending machines up at any location you want and sell any items you want, more or less. So, and then Healthy You Vending they'll give you the vending machines as well once you paid, as well as ongoing support and training. They also hold a 2-day event in Utah, and you can read a bit about them here on their About page. They talk a lot about what I'm talking now, but they hold a 2-day event called Healthy You University that it's going to train you on how to operate the machines, how to find locations, how to market your services, how to tax and legal considerations, and so on and so forth. So essentially, you'd be paying for their machines, first of all, and you'd also be paying for their training and ongoing support. So, and from there, as an independent business owner, it would be your responsibility to go out and find locations. That might be the most important part of this: finding the right locations. And these are places with lots of foot traffic. So you want locations ideally with 300 or more people there passing through per day that aren't too competitive. You don't want to be competing against a lot of other vending machines. So finding the right locations can be quite labor intensive. You'll have to get on the phone, cold call different businesses, knock on doors, maybe travel and find out what sort of products the people at these locations want, whether you can deliver those products. You think, whether it's protein bars or vitamin gummies or meal replacement shakes. I mean, these should be health products. And also you want to make sure your machines are constantly stocked. That's another thing. Once you're all set up, a lot of your time will be spent, making sure they're restocked, they're all working in proper order, because things can break down. So you have to handle any repairs yourself, or you have to, hire someone. And just normal upkeep, making sure the machines look nice and are presentable or clean. And so it can be a lot of work, and it's not necessarily as passive as a lot of people might, hope it would be, or as Healthy You makes it sound. It is a lot of work, like any brick and mortar business. I mean, this is basically a brick and mortar business. Another thing to consider is it's very expensive. So so basically, if you like more information, you come here to learn more. Input your email address. You'll arrive at this page, and you can see amount to invest. That's one of the first questions they'll ask you. The minimum amount is $55,000. So, and not everyone has that kind of money just lying around. And this will get you, I think it's 5 vending machines. Don't quote me on that, at the lowest price, but you'll have to get on the phone with one of their support reps and confirm that. But that's a big chunk of change to invest, right? So this is an opportunity for people who already have money to begin with, and you have to be okay with not seeing any returns for at least 12 to 18 months. That's another thing. Probably longer, because each vending machine, on average, the industry average is about $300 per month profit, because you have expenses, right? You have to buy, you buy the products at wholesale, you sell them at the retail price. You're in charge of maintenance, um, hauling the machines. These costs add up. It's also a very labor intensive business. So it's, especially if you want to scale, um, it is possible to get to a point where you're earning a full-time income passively. And that's what everyone would like to do. Or maybe working an hour a day, semi-passively, but it's not going to be like that in the beginning. It's going to require a lot of work, pounding the pavement, finding the right locations, doing your research, administrative stuff. This stuff takes time. And it might take years and years before you even break even. You see a return on your investment. Realistically, probably 2 to 3 years minimum. So, and that scares a lot of people away, but that's just reality. So what's my final verdict? Do I recommend it? What are the pros and cons? Well, the pros are they're a real company, legitimate company. They've been around for many years, over 20 years. There's real people behind it. You can search for them. They have real offices in Utah, and they have a solid reputation, I would say. The machines look nice. That's what a lot of people have commented on. That's subjective, obviously, but they're very bright and colorful. They draw attention, but they also look, nice, and that's important if you're trying to convince these business owners and locations to host your machines, and also to get people actually wanting to purchase from them. They have in-person training, again, which is very helpful if you're willing to fly out to Utah for 2 days, and you get to meet the owner of the company. The trainers all have a lot of experience in the industry. Now, the cons are, and the trainers are all employees of Healthy You. They're not just, random trainers. The cons are the machine quality is, questionable. Um, these machines they're a brand called Siaga, and some people are saying that they tend to break down. This is coming from other people. And also some people feel the machines are quite small compared to the competitors, and which means you can't store as many items, so you'll spend more time restocking. And also, lots of startup capital is required for this business opportunity. Like I mentioned, the time horizon I also talked about, at least realistically 2 years before you break even, and very labor intensive. It's not passive at all. It's very hands-on, especially the first few years. And I just think if your goal is to, earn a full-time income, semi-passively, working from home, I think there are much easier and faster ways to do it than setting up a vending machine business where you're competing with, these big vending machine companies that are able to basically run you into the ground, spend way more on marketing and on items than you ever could as one person. So I just think there are easier, better ways to earn a full-time income if that's your goal. But look, maybe you're here not necessarily because you want to set up a vending machine business. Maybe you are just looking for a simple, reliable way to replace your full-time job, or just earn a very nice side income, and maybe working from the comfort of your own home. So you can, do the things you enjoy, spend more time with people you care about. If that's the case, what I suggest is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I can send you my free training that'll detail the simplest and fastest way that I know of to earn a full-time income from home. And that's kind of it. So hope you enjoyed this review. I hope to see you on the other side of that link, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.